World in your palm, stare at your shoes, never looked in the stars. Heart on my sleeve.
All right, my friend. How are you? How are you
I am
today?
good, and hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Nerds, One Podcast. I am your host, Bazman.
That was too
How
perfect.
are you doing, Mr. Dom?
Oh, just running off of like 3.5-ish hours to sleep, like 2.5-ish hours to sleep.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Don't I
Um,
always?
yeah, I feel that. It's my work has been pushing some overtime this week, and I'm just oh god, that last like quarter of the day, it's killer. It is
Bruh,
so killer.
it's ass. I hate
Like
closing shifts, but I do like them because I don't like morning shifts. But like,
same here, but like it's a conflicting thing. I am not a morning person whatsoever, but I do like going to work in the morning because then I have the rest of the day to do stuff. But it's waking up that makes it so difficult.
agreed. I just
I just realized I was muted, so welcome to the Two Nerds One Podcast. I'm your host, Bassman, and I fucked up again in the morning, right in the beginning. Don't give me that look, okay?
I'm even
Listen,
recording.
I know you're recording, okay? Well,
I'm
I
even
didn't know that,
I
but
started recording before I started streaming, even.
you know what? Do you want a freaking medal?
I actually do, because like I was just saying, I'm operating off of an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. So,
You know, we're gonna redo this 1 second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Welcome to Two Nerds One Podcast. This is my third take on this intro because I did not record this properly. My audio and his audio was muted. I totally just spit on myself when I said that.
good. You deserve
Yeah.
it.
Um. But yeah, talking about
Uh,
mornings. Morning shift sucks. Overtime sucks. We're tired.
no, overtime isn't too bad when it comes to like the paycheck,
Oh
but
no, when it comes to the paycheck, it's nice. But when you
uh,
have to actually do it, it's rough. On
yeah,
Sunday, I worked 8 hours overtime, double time. So I was like, yeah. They're like, you want to come in on the weekend? I'm like, all right. Is like when? They're like, oh, Saturday or Sunday. I'm like, I will come in Sunday because that is double time.
nice.
Yeah.
So we don't really have anything in place like that because we're open the whole week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anything over 8 hours in a day is essentially overtime.
Well, that's good.
Normally it would be like 80, anything over 40 hours in a week, but it's a weird fucking thing that they have, I guess.
A weird process indeed.
It is, yeah. Man, I am, ugh.
You look zombified.
Bro, like I said, I've just been. Me and Savage stayed up really late last night trying to play Rome Total War 2. We
Oh, so
started
you
the
stayed
new.
up later than because like I saw like around I got home around 2:30 and I saw you were playing Apex.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
was like, whoa, okay.
that was just the beginning of. Well, I guess not even the beginning of the night, cause me and Dusty were playing Apex for a while. Then Savage hopped on because he had downloaded it through his PC
Yeah.
for the first time. So we were just kind of teaching him how to play M and K. And then Dusty had to go to bed because he had work today. And me and Samish got on Rome 2 for like 3.5, 4 hours after that. And
Right on.
Dusty went to bed at like fucking 2:30 in the morning.
Shit. I was no, actually I wasn't sleeping. I went to bed around 4. But that's because I watched the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka.
I have yet to do that. I actually need to check and see if I have a Disney Plus prescription.
Prescription? A Disney Plus prescription.
Oh, Lordy, it's gonna be a fun episode there, pal. It's gonna be
Uh,
a real
I
interesting
will, I
one.
will say this though. I was not expecting it to come off this strong.
No,
Ahsoka's.
nothing being talked about. No spoilers.
I'm not
Not
spoiling.
like
Don't worry.
no
I'm not spoiling.
hints.
I'm just saying it was better than
Mm,
Mandalorian start.
That's well, Mandalorian start was like you have to watch the first episode really intently, and then you're into the second episode. And once you get past the second episode, you're like, ah, shit, this is pretty cool.
It's fair.
Like literally the first 3 episodes of the Mandalorian, though, they're like they
I think
dragged
they were
on.
still pretty good.
They're good, but like it's obviously a lot of backstory and like plot laying. You know what I mean? Or like build up to the climax, which isn't even technically at the end of the season. You live off at the cliffhanger. I guess
One
that
thing-
could be considered a climax, but like, you know, it
One
has
thing
to
I
drag
do
out through
like-
6 episodes.
Yeah. One thing I do like about Ahsoka, and this isn't spoilers, it's just general about the show based on trailers. It's nice that it's basically a live action Star Wars Rebels sequel.
Interesting.
Like it's kind of just a nice touch based on like what they've shown on the trailers. Like it continues off a lot of stuff, so it makes me want to rewatch Star Wars Rebels because there's a lot of stuff I don't like quite remember. I don't even think I finished Rebels.
If you didn't finish Rebels, dude, what? You have to.
Oh no, I know how it ends. Like I remember seeing little bits, but I've never watched it consistently from start to finish.
It's gonna make you cry.
I know.
It's gonna make you cry.
I mean, the fact that you were playing video games and not watching Ahsoka. Ooh.
Like I
Even a
said,
Star Wars nerd.
I would have to check and see if I have a Disney Plus prescription. Yeah. Not a subscription, because we don't fuck with that. Yeah. So, tomorrow, if I probably probably would be able to renew my subscription if I don't already have one. But I am also having a whole Star Wars marathon closer to my birthday next month within the Discord.
Okay.
So
That'd be cool.
I'm also kind of holding out for that. That way, when we all watch Sofa together, it'd be like a whole thing.
It'd
Brand
be
new
interesting because
thing.
you said chronological order. So like you would have to watch
I would literally go
Mandalorian
no
up to
invite.
season-
The invite is extended throughout everyone. I haven't really made any official posts like on multiple social medias. I have yet to get there, but if you're watching this or hearing this for the first time and you're down as fuck for that, definitely join the Discord. I'll do the link here in chat.
Where to begin?
What were you gonna say, Baz?
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Because
Feelings-
literally, if you're gonna start
feelings are hurt.
if you're gonna start in chronological order, you have to start with Phantom Menace, then you go down the line of prequels. And
Oh, no,
this is what you would do, right? After Revenge of the Sith, you would watch well, so like it kind of depends. If we were watching the TV shows, we would watch Attack of the Clones, and then Clone Wars, the Clone Wars movie, and then the Clone Wars series.
Well,
And then
you would have to watch Clone
Bad
War,
Batch.
like the volume 1, and like the 2-dimensional one.
Oh, that's right. No, I never
Yeah.
watched that one.
And
But
then you would have to watch Clone Wars. And I don't know exactly where. Actually, no, yeah. It would be Clone War Volume 1 and then Clone War Volume 2. And then it would go on to the Clone Wars. Because that's when he has his longer hair. Is after the Volume 2.
because
And then he
it's
gets
kind
his
of
robotic arm.
going more towards. Well, he had the robotic arm at the end.
Well,
of
no,
the
his
Attack of the
newer one.
Clones.
He gets a newer robotic arm. Because he ends up losing it again. Yeah, like it gets modified in Volume 2.
No.
It's
All
true.
right.
It's true. I will fight you for it.
I mean, it was only written in afterwards, just like everything else that George Lucas has written. So
You can even see in episode 2, his first robotic arm, and then episode 3, he has a brand new robotic arm.
What do you mean? It's the
But
same thing.
no, it's different.
Oh, I mean, maybe
He
it
has
was like
two different
some.
robotic arms because he has
I'm
one
gonna
that's
have to
more
watch
like
it again.
it's
But
very like it's gold and it's
theoretically,
like skin like bony fingers, and then in episode 3 he has like a full on like it has a cover and everything. It looks completely different.
theoretically, it is what, like 5 years so between Attack the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, are you searching it right now?
I am. Make me fucking type it out. Fine.
Noisy ass keyboard.
Hey, 3 years. 3 years. That's kind of weird, actually. I feel like it was longer. So 3 years in between the events of Attack the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So in between there, it's Volume 1, 2, and Clone Wars movie, and then the Clone Wars series.
I feel like that's more because like there's a lot of shit that goes on.
That's all within 3 years, bud.
It's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. No wonder everybody's fucking traumatized after that.
Yeah.
No, so like, and then Bad Batch. Well, so like the ending of Clone Wars, like the beginning slash ending of Clone Wars season 6 and 7 would go into Revenge of the Sith, as well as the Bad Batch, which kind of ties into the Clone Wars as well.
Yeah. And then Rebels, you would have. Well, no, you wouldn't
Well,
start
you're
Rebels
not
until
there.
after.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not even there yet. You would start Rebels after A New
Rogue
Hope
One.
or Rogue One, right?
It'd be Rogue One, and then you would start Rebels.
Because Rogue One would come after Revenge of the Sith, and that's like my favorite part because Rogue One is the sickest movie ever. You can't
It is pretty awesome.
fucking fight me on that.
Actually, no, false. You will do episode 3, and then you'll be doing Solo.
Yep, Solo.
Cassie and Andor, like the Andor show.
I did forget about. I haven't even watched that
and then
actually
you'll
yet.
do Rogue One. You haven't watched Andor, dude? That show is actually
Like I said,
really
bro,
good.
fucking, I don't know. I've been so busy with work and trying to keep everything all balanced.
I'm not gonna lie. You gotta watch Andor before Ahsoka.
Well, yeah.
Like Ahsoka's really good, but Andor you can binge watch it, and it's getting season 2, and I believe it's only getting a second season.
Isn't it like 6 episodes for that? Oh, see, we're forgetting about the GOAT, bro. We're forgetting about Obi-Wan. We're forgetting about the Kenobi series, and that would come after.
Right, that would be before Cassian.
That would be
Andor, and
that would be after Solo, but
nope,
before. Are you sure?
before Solo.
No.
Leia is still a child, like a very child.
Well,
So it would go, yeah. It would go episode
no, yeah.
3,
So that's the thing,
Obi-Wan.
though. That's the thing, though, is that like Solo, everybody forgets how old Han actually is compared to Leia. They have like a fucking 20-year age difference, bro. Like a 15-year age difference. It's pretty horrible, yeah. Because he like he was old enough to enlist into the Empire when that whole thing first went down.
Han was born in 32 and before Battle Before Yavin, makes him 32, and she was 19. Holy fuck!
So I was actually giving him credit by saying they had a 20-year age difference, and that's
rough.
Yeesh.
So yeah, it would be Solo, and then it would be Obi-Wan.
I see. I told you, bro. I fucking told you. That's crazy to me.
And then it would be Andor,
and then you would watch Rogue One, and
yeah,
then it would be A New Hope, which that's kind of actually fucking crazy to me.
Well,
and then Empire Strikes Back, and then
nope. You're forgetting Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Oh yeah, fucking.
Mandalorian is in between New Hope and Empire.
That's such a weird timeline.
It is. It
That's
really
such
is
a
because
weird timeline.
and because that's why Star Wars Outlaws is kind of like such a big thing is because it takes place between Empire and Return of the Jedi because there's nothing in between that era.
There's
Other
nothing in between the original series at
except for
all.
Ahsoka
Like really.
and third season of actually no Mandalorian actually might be taking place. Yeah, Mandalorian's actually after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I was gonna say but Mandalorian is after that shit. I was like, you had me a little bit fucked up there by saying it was after A New Hope. I was like,
No,
no, nothing is in between
it's
A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back besides like fucking the like the cartoon series. And
like
even then I think
there is
Rebels actually technically ends during A New Hope events.
mm,
Because the end of Rebels series technically leads into Rogue One. You gotta remember that. Because they were there at Rogue One.
I guess so.
There's a picture. I'll have to send it to you. I'm not gonna troll the internet for the fucking picture, but
Always.
there
But
is a screen grab of when all the ships come out of Lightspeed to raid Scarif for the Death
Yeah.
Star plans, right? Spoiler alert, by the way, the movie's been out for 6 years, so if you haven't seen Rogue One, yes, they get the Death Star plans. But go watch it for God's sakes if you haven't watched it. There's a screen grab where you see, what's the ship's name? Hera's ship from Rebels,
Yeah.
obviously. So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Okay. See, so I figured that if you looked it up and like a Reddit article would pop up, maybe.
Wait, no, I don't see the picture.
No.
Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I see her ship.
It's
Okay.
fucking cool.
But yeah, so but we do have so there are things between A New Hope and Empire, but there isn't anything between Empire and Return of the Jedi.
Right.
That's why Star Wars Outlaws is a big thing because that's kind of like a big peak of the Empire, and letting the Hutts basically take over and all the syndicates, and so that's kind of why I'm excited for that game.
Well, and I don't know. Never mind. Nothing.
But yeah, I'm interested to see Thrawn.
I can't do a flip. Thrawn?
Like I'm excited to see Thrawn.
It'll be very interesting.
Yeah, because I think they actually have the original actor playing him.
That would make sense. I heard that too. I haven't heard
he's
much.
a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of scary.
So I discovered a new pet peeve of mine.
Oh yeah.
You know what's the most annoying when you're walking around, you go and like someone goes through the door, and they hold the door for you, and you're so far away from them, and they're still holding the door, and you make eye contact with them, and they're still holding it. It's like, okay, well now I have to run because you're still holding the door.
Nah, you make them walk. If they're gonna be nice.
Am I the only one? No, not you holding the door, but them holding the door for you.
Right.
Like I feel that anxiety of being like, I need to hurry up now because they're being nice and like they're opening the door.
Nah, dude. Let them sit there. Like for real, just walk. That's what I'm saying. Like if they're gonna be nice enough to hold the door open for you, knowing full good and well that you are not that fucking close to be holding the door for you, they probably have the patience to wait for your ass.
I don't know. You never know. What if that door closes and I don't know what to do? I look at the door once it's closed. I'm like, shit. What do I do? Do I open it or do I just wait for another person?
I just gotta go back home if that happens.
Yeah. Speaking of my work, I'm not gonna say where I work, but there's an interesting person at my work. So essentially, I work at a car manufacturing plant. All right, we sand cars down so that they get painted properly without any dirt specks on it. So I'm on like the lower end. I'm sanding the doors, and all of a sudden I hear is
I think you cut out. I did not hear what you said.
exactly. Oh, I gotta repeat that again.
Yes. Yeah.
All I hear as I'm sanding the car is,
Oh. What
and
the
I'm like,
fuck?
what the fuck am I hearing? And I look over, and this guy is just he's just making sounds. It's not like Tourette's or anything. This is just how he is. And I'm
Me.
like, okay. And like he'll be like standing in the car, and all of a sudden he'll be like, and like making sound effects.
That's
I'm like,
totally me.
I'm working with a karate master or something. Because like these sound effects that he's making, I'm like, this is quite entertaining.
I can't with you.
So like I'm in the middle of like being like half asleep, and that wakes me up because I'm like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? What's the sound? Who's making these sounds?
That's ridiculous. But I admit to just making random sounds, whether I be streaming or
No, but
just
like random,
working
like
in
like
general.
normal sounds, right? Like you make just
No.
kind of like,
No,
oh,
not
what? You're
normal
just
at
like,
all. Yeah. No, yeah.
I've never heard you make
I
a sound.
literally, because I have to be somewhat serious here, right? Somewhat.
I mean, you don't have to be serious.
I could make
can-
I can make a kazoo noise, kind of.
a what? Do it.
No,
Dance monkey. Do it.
I don't want to. I don't do things that I'm told because I have problems with authority. So,
I would like to ask you nicely.
mm-mm.
But he looks so disgusted.
because, like I said, I don't like being told what to do. Do things.
But I didn't tell you. I asked you.
Fair enough, but no.
See, now you just went back on everything. You're a liar. You sit on a throne of lies.
Nuh-uh, because I do
Yeah.
things of my own free will, and the answer's still
Free
no.
will? What's that?
Free will is this thing where you do what you want. And don't
know
do what
what
a
that
person told you to.
I forgot I had music playing for a little
You
bit, and it really tripped me out.
Do it from me, baby girl. No. No, especially not.
What, you won't do it for Reaper in your chat?
Sorry. Alright, in news in relevance to my PC upgrade or build, I should hopefully be buying well, I don't know, because I'm taking a week off for my birthday, like in about a month. So I have to debate on whether I should save money, like the rest of my money, for that vacation so I can have a pretty good time. Or if I should continue with my PC build and
Vacation.
buy my fucking motherboard, I think is what I would buy tomorrow.
I think you should go on vacation.
Well,
think
I mean, the days are already requested, my good sir. There's no
Okay.
doubt about that.
I
But
just think that going on a vacation over fixing a PC, your PC, I'd pick vacation.
well, it wouldn't even be fixing my PC. It's building my new PC, which I have to do part by part or component by component, or put away the money and pray to God that all of the parts are going to be available by the time I had the money compiled. And that's a gamble. That's a big gamble. I don't want to shake. 'Cause I'm not betting man.
True.
Yeah.
Who did?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably just tuck away the money and then debate on what to do. Buy a PC part or two. Maybe I'll even go to Micro Center because I'm going out of town, and where I'm going, we'll have a Micro Center. Really sad that my city does not have one.
Well, then move.
Ew.
Because moving is so cheap, apparently.
Right. It's
I don't know why that was my first response to just say, well, move.
Yeah, I think it was last week podcast where we literally both talked about the fucking, not necessarily poverty issues, but like how fucking inflated everything is and how we both still live with
Yeah.
our parents. The only
Oh, yeah.
difference is you have the
I'm
basement.
literally living in my parents' basement.
I have the upstairs room. Let's go. Move it on up. In house.
They just burst through your door. It's like, yeah, you're going to the basement. You need more room, but you're going to the basement.
Get the fuck out now! No. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the space, but I'm sorry.
No, bro, I would start crying. Fuck, dude, no, I wouldn't even know what to do. Very grateful. Very grateful.
Gotta love our parents for keeping us, not kicking us out.
Yeah, I'm their pet.
Because they're a pet. That's true. They feed you, they house you.
They just have me running a hamster wheel. That's how I keep the electricity on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't go through the power grid or anything. We just keep everything ran by what's it called? Inertia.
Things are awesome.
True
They're
story.
so squishy.
What?
They're so squishy.
Okay.
Sorry, I have like shiny things moments.
Yeah, it's called ADHD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Uh-huh.
Because then it's just like, look at a bunny rabbit.
Yo, Assassin's Creed Mirage needs to get here a little bit sooner.
The topic change. My goodness.
Well, because the topic was technically non-existent.
You don't want to talk about bunnies and squishmallows?
No. I don't have a single Squishmallow, so I have no relatability to that one.
You need a squishmallow then.
I
Chat,
don't.
make sure you get Dawn a squishmallow.
Yes, please spend $40 to $60 on a fucking
40 to 60. Jeez, my goodness, you can get one for like $14, $20.
Yeah. Well, that's for the little ones.
That's for like a big one. No, that's for a big one. What do you mean?
Dude, not the ones that they sell at my store.
Shadow was freaking where? Shadow's here. He's behind the helmet. He's there.
No, he's not.
He you could see him. He's like right
Nope.
there.
I don't believe it. He's a shadow.
Which told you. Look at this.
Where is
Shadow
he?
the Hedgehog.
Yeah, where?
Right here.
Where?
Right here.
All I see is a shadow.
I'm gonna pierce your soul.
You know, that would be nice if I would say if I did have one, but I do have one, but it's not piercing my soul, so.
Oh god, I just fucked up my camera.
Yep. You know why? Because I pierced its fucking soul.
Oh, there we go. Now it's auto-focusing. Perfect.
You know, that's why I never have autofocus on. Autofocus
Well, I
is
kind of can't control it with this Logitech C920 or whatever.
What?
220, 290, I don't know.
You should absolutely be able to control it, and if you're not able to control it in a separate hub, you should absolutely be able to go into your OBS settings and fix that. I'll show you.
Dude, that seems
later.
like a lot of work.
It is not, and if you're not willing to go through that work, then I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, the attitude going on over here.
Hey man, I have a very low tolerance for people who don't want to fucking work. Dude, laziness, even though I'm fucking lazy. Maybe that's the
I was gonna
problem,
say
bro.
I'm lazy
Maybe
as fuck.
maybe that's the problem, because like I'm lazy, but like to an extent. You know what I mean? If I want to do something, or if I need to do something, then I'm like, fuck, all right, got to do it. Like today, after the podcast, I have to fucking the whole week. I've actually literally been anticipating my days off, not because they're like my days off,
Yes, I did.
but
redeem that.
because they
Sorry,
are.
can I hear it one more time?
You already got it once. You're gonna have to redeem it again for another
Nope,
2,500 points. Because I already did it. You only get it once.
I didn't hear it. I redeemed it, so I didn't hear it.
If you weren't listening, then that's your problem.
Nope.
Yep, the viewers heard it.
You said it like super quickly. That was very unsatisfying. I'd like a refund. I'd like to speak to your manager.
My manager says that he can't do that because it was in clear agreement of the terms and conditions for the you will redeem. So
That's messed up.
it isn't, but that's what you get for life. Anyway.
Is that like a
No.
It's like
It depends on the situation. If I was
messed
like
up my coaster. That's very fucking depressing.
if I was just you know, camping in a bush in Apex, or just, playing a game in general. I don't know, man. It's just situational. Anyway, don't get me on the topic.
Look at this coaster.
That's pretty cool, man. It's Vader. Anyway,
It's glass. I have a Boba Fett one, but it's somewhere.
Shake my head. Coasters are for lames.
Coasters. These were free. Okay.
Eh. But I've been anticipating my days off because I need to clean my room. Quite literally.
Well, why haven't you done that? You should clean your room every single day.
Well, I do to an extent, but like what I mean by this though is like fucking chop shit up with my sawzall and fucking throw it into the dumpster that we have.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, like deconstruction shit.
Fun.
Finally throwing out my futon.
Sounds like I need to do that. I need to throw out my entire like mattress thing. Not mattress. What's the frame? Bed frame. That's the word.
Bed frame.
Because I need to get a new one. I want to get a metal frame because it's more comfortable. I need a box spring too. $300 later.
That's it for a box spring and a fucking frame.
Well, for the box spring, it's about $200, and for a metal frame, would probably be about 120, maybe.
You know, I actually haven't looked into buying beds recently. That might be about how much they are here.
Well,
I'm
yours
not
would be
sure,
cheaper because your dollar is a lot cheaper than ours.
Right, but fucking our corporations are a little bit greedier too. Oh, I made it funny.
Like slightly funny.
It's fucking hilarious when we all look at the price of groceries and then cry a little bit inside.
Oh yeah.
Bag of goddamn Doritos that I have over there, unless you get them on sale, it's like fucking $6, bro.
6 doll hairs.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking ridiculous, bro.
Nice.
No, not nice. That is pretty fucking ridiculous, bro. They're like, no, we need to not. No, listen, $8 fucking after like for fucking not even 2 bags of chips, bro. Not okay. Not okay. I'm sorry.
For
but
2 bags of chips.
For 2 bags of chips. And I would be
$8.
okay with it. I would be okay with it if healthy fruit was any cheaper, but it's fucking not. It's the same price, if not more expensive. Like,
I feel like it's not that bad. But 2 bags of chips, $8.
no, bro, I'm saying for not even 2 bags of chips. 1 bag of chips, like just one normal bag of chips that's not even party size, is literally $6 fucking dollars, bro.
True. I want to ask you how's your
No,
your Spooder what?
don't ask me that. I haven't been to it in years.
How did you know? What?
Huh?
What do you mean years? I was gonna ask you, how's your Spider-Man series going?
No comment. I plead fifth.
Well, I'm Canadian, so we don't have the Fifth Amendment, so
Well, I am
at
American, and
least
I
I
am
know.
exercising my fifth.
I'm just saying, I'm looking on your channel, and that's pretty awesome. Your episode, which number was this one? 11. 346 views. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mentioned that last episode, but I hadn't uploaded anything since then.
It's been 4
So,
weeks, my guy.
yeah, I know. That's why I said
It's-
don't comment on it. Bro, I've been fucking grinding to get my shit together on fucking, like,
I
in
know.
terms of finances.
What was that? Oh,
Get this bitch
that tripped
repaired.
me out. There's a fucking fly here, and it just like flew in my face, but I saw it on
You
the
know
camera.
why? I sent him. His name is Billy. And if you hurt Billy, he will personally make your life hell.
Well, Billy's about to die.
Suit yourself.
He's just chilling right here. He's by the camera.
Yeah, it's all bait.
I just go and punch him, and I put my fist through the screen.
It's all bait, bro.
Well,
Oh, man. I tell you, it's like the one thing I'm really debating on, right, is like this PC has just enough room to be where it is right now and with the aesthetics that I have on my table.
right.
Once I get this new PC built, it is significant. Well, I don't know if say about significantly, but it's definitely bigger than this current case and girthier. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm probably going to have to buy that secret lab desk that I was showing you, or whatever the fuck. I think I was showing you that. If I had, definitely
I
check
don't
them
know,
out.
because Miles showed me a desk as well, from IKEA, and so I got both of them mixed up.
IKEA is pretty badass. Secret
One
Lab
he showed me,
though.
it like lifts up and stuff.
Well, yeah. A lot of the high-end gaming desks or office desks are sit to stand. You definitely, for ergonomics purposes, you definitely want a sit to stand desk because, fun fact, you're actually not supposed to sit on your ass all day.
Really?
It's
I
not.
never knew that.
Yeah, it's not good for circulation. You should actually truthfully get up and actually stretch, get like just walk around your room a little bit every 10, well, not every 10 minutes, but every hour for at least 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Whether that be gaming,
I
streaming,
was
at
gonna
an
say,
office
that's washroom
job,
breaks right
like, well, I mean, regardless, yes, it's good for the circulation. Otherwise, you're not gonna fucking, it's certain disease or condition, I believe, that you can get from not from just fucking sitting still all the
I don't know
time.
why, but osteoporosis popped in my head.
That's not it.
I know. But it was like, it's this one.
What condition?
I feel so drained this week, man. Looking forward to the weekend. We're gonna be making some pasta sauce. Good old Italian pasta sauce. And then I think I might actually go and watch I'm debating either going to see Gran Turismo or Blue Beetle this weekend. I haven't decided which one I want to see.
I think it might be called deep vein thrombosis. Let me see about that though. I think I'm just yes, this is what I'm thinking. So, deep vein thrombosis is essentially a condition in which the blood clots form in veins located deep inside the body, usually in the thigh or lower legs. This can cause pain and swelling in the area. Urgent medical attention is usually recommended in severe cases, and it is life-threatening.
Wow.
Yes. It is
Pretty
a
freaking intense.
serious condition. Yeah, so the next time you think about doing an next fucking like 24-hour subathon and not getting up for a goddamn second, rethink that.
I don't know how people do that, to be honest.
You shouldn't. Like, you really shouldn't. And I'm like, I know that people want to be dedicated to the viewers, and I have the same thoughts. But there is a reason why I take breaks every hour or so when I do stream for so long.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want that shit, bro. Like, I want to be able to do this for a long time, you know what I mean? And be comfortable with it. I don't want to be in pain or fucking with my hands like this because I fucking have arthritis, you know what I mean? Like, just so fucking god awful arthritis. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to be playing my PS4 controller with that shit, bro.
This is my good hand.
Grab my good hand, man. So, yeah, I don't want to be that, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to fucking end up like that. I know I already know I have arthritis developing within my wrist just because I've been gaming all my life. And I've had call center jobs a good period of my time as well.
Oh, same here.
So
It was not fun.
there's no way around it, man. And unless you take the certain economic or ergonomic fucking precautions, you're fucked. And let's be honest, who isn't just gonna, like, for instance, when I was at my call center job, I would just slump in my chair because it's fucking this time in the morning. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
right now
just-
it would have been
You're
13
just, like,
minutes into my
miserable. You're
shift.
just like, I'm here.
Yeah, no, like, fuck this, dude. I don't want to be talking to any customers right now.
So, since you have worked at a call center, you understand that feeling of getting inbound calls, right?
I've been outbound and inbound, bro. It sucks ass.
The amount of
Both
times I would
ends.
put myself on auxiliary so I wouldn't receive any.
You're the worst piece of shit ever. I'm just gonna say that right now. No, you are legitimately, bro. Fuck that. Fuck you. No,
I
dude.
would make calls, but like I wouldn't receive calls half the time. And then when I did receive calls, I'd be like, okay. But I was good at my job. I was surprised. I hated it, but surprisingly, I was really good at my job. I hit commission a few months, yeah, and I was like, damn, this is actually pretty cool. I worked at for Capital One Auto Finance. So everybody, all you guys with your financing loans, I called you.
Working for fucking commission sucks ass.
It does. Well, you still get
Eh,
hourly,
but
but like it still sucks. Like that, most of your money would come from commission.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of you're not able to pay a person just based off of sales commissions. And if I'm not mistaken, like, there's definitely hardcore labor laws that go against that.
Right.
And if they does go off of purely commissions, you're like a fucking auto salesman or something. You know what I mean? Like, you're making multi-$1,000 to multi-million-dollar deals slash purchases, and you're hustling.
It was honestly,
You also have
like,
your sales license. I should also mention that. Like,
Yeah.
those people are like licensed salesmen. All I fucking did was call people and be like, "Hey, do you want Xfinity?
It sucked. It's like,
Hey, do you
it
you
was
have an
not
appointment
worth,
for your Xfinity?"
it was not worth. Was it like $12 an hour?
Minimum wage, baby.
It was so bad. And
Uh,
now minimum wage is like $16 an hour.
Back,
So like people working at McDonald's are making more than people that have worked at a place for over like 3 or 4 years.
so here, minimum wage is actually still varied state by state. In my specific state, minimum wage, I believe, is still 13.25, some shit like that, maybe $12. I
I mean,
believe
that kind of
they're-
adds up to what Canadian would be,
yeah,
like after the conversion rate.
just about. They're trying to work up to go to $15 an hour, I think, for minimum wage, which is nice, but it doesn't help unless you put a cap on these fucking corporations and their goddamn profit margins, quote unquote.
Well, and the problem is companies are overcharging their things. Like
Well,
if you look
that's
at
the-
if you look
that's
at the
exactly the
PlayStation
point.
store, like the PlayStation store is fucked up. Like there's some games that they'll only be released on there. They'll only have a deluxe edition, and you can't get the regular edition. So then you're spending $108. Like Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think there is a regular edition for it. I think there's just the deluxe edition for consoles, and
I'll
it's
have to look.
$108.
I'll have to look into that, to be honest with you, and see
Here, let me
if
pull
there's
up my phone
anything
right now.
um see if there's anything that is being overlooked in terms of like PlayStation or just Baldur's
Because
Gate in
PlayStation got
general.
in a lot of shit a year or so ago,
Well, yeah,
and
yeah. I
because they're
mean,
overcharging.
well,
Oh
you
yeah, here
wouldn't
we
be
go.
able to. You wouldn't be able to sell just a specific edition of the game. I would imagine, though. That's
Well, no, so PlayStation, they do have their base game, and then they have the digital deluxe. But their base game is $93.49. That's bullshit. Normally games in Canada, they're priced at like 89.99 or 79.99. All the AAA games are 89.99. But Baldur's Gate on the PC is 79.99. So it's like, so you're gonna charge people $93 before taxes on console, but when it comes to PC, you're gonna charge them 79, which is cheaper.
that has to do with the developers and PlayStation and what agreement that they came out with, and I don't know
But no, like
anything about.
this is
So
the thing that PlayStation has been doing with their digital games, and
right. No,
it's bad.
I
Like it's
understand that, but so like what I'm trying to say though is that like whatever deal that they came out with, it's normally most likely just fucking PlayStation um coming like they have to list it for a specific price, right? They say that they're going to list it for a specific price, and the developers for Baldur's Gate 3, well, I don't know the fucking dev's
Larian
name,
Studios.
Larian Studios, they probably they held their ground as a lot of game developers should when fucking when a PlayStation is gatekeeping their game from being on their store. Because here's the thing with PlayStation. We talked about this, I believe, on another podcast episode. Can't
Yeah,
remember which one. Might even been the first or last episode of season one. It was the first episode of season two or the last episode of season one. Anyway, PlayStation, as we know, it takes they're a distributor, right? They have their studios, they have their games, and they have their peripherals, right? They have their game station and shit. Voice crack, excuse me. But the main thing that they have going for them and the main income for them, because they spend all of that money going back into their games like God of War and shit.
yep.
Just a little side note and jab at Starfield.
Be
um,
careful. But those
no, I
Xbox
know.
fanboys are
I have
those
seen a lot
Xbox
of
fanboys are pretty
people.
brutal.
I have seen a lot of people hop onto Starfield's like not necessarily bandwagon, but like building up the hype for it. And I'm like, we'll see. I'm still
Problem
holding
is,
my
people need
breath.
to stop because it's gonna be a decent game. Is it gonna be the best game of the year? No, I don't think so. I think there are way better games that are also coming out this year that are gonna overpower Starfield.
Yeah, I'm also most likely not gonna play it, so I'm not even gonna touch on that here. But
I will
so
definitely be
like
playing it. Like,
what I would say with like with the PlayStation Studios and Sony in general is that they have to um not only compete with market price, which in this case is kind of weird because, like you said, the PC price is $20 cheaper than what the PlayStation price is. So that makes me think that the what is it called? Linear Lineum Studios?
Larian Studios.
Larium Studios, thank you. Well, I'm guessing that Larium Studios held their ground and said, no, you pay us the specific amount for the key to make it list as a normal base price game, which is like you said, 79.99 or 69.99 most likely in the USD.
Yeah.
And then PlayStation was like, fine, we still have to make our money, so we're gonna list it as $90. And then fucking Larium Studios is like, all right, fine. I don't know. That's just my assumption, though. I don't know how the PlayStation deals go down. I'm just assuming on how PlayStation's income is structured. You know what I mean? And how they are not necessarily in trouble right now, but like they have to come up with something to make shit happen. They have a lot of momentum and leverage currently, but with Microsoft having as much power, like literal studio power and development power within their hands right now, and money, so long as they allocate it right, they have the potential to just blow PlayStation out of the water unless they come up with something really fucking groundbreaking. And
Yeah,
right now
like
with PSVR 2, it's not looking like it's gonna happen.
well, not even honestly, I think VR just is a dying
Mm,
trend.
I wouldn't even say that necessarily because VR is still very much an interest of mine, and a lot more people are um, able to get into VR because it's not just a beta product or a prototype that's selling for $1,000 or just being
Well,
sent out to
that's
content creators to review. You know what I mean? It's becoming more available, and I think that it'll be a more games will have VR capabilities and not necessarily be built for VR, but they'll like GTA 6. I don't know if you were the one that I was talking with on GTA 6 and how if they'll have VR capabilities. I honestly highly doubt if they will, but if they do, it'll be very similar to how their motion controls are, where it's very few and far between,
right, but that's not
very
what I'm saying.
limited in terms of what you can do.
I know, but what I'm saying is VR isn't the focus in terms of gaming right now. Like, yeah, PlayStation has their PlayStation VR, but VR isn't like I've been on VR since it basically started to come out. Like when it was on the PlayStation 4, when there was the Oculus, I had the Oculus. Um, it's an evolving thing, but it still isn't at where it needs to be to get to a point where it becomes really popular. It's
Well,
like
yes, I agree with you there. So that's what I was saying though, is that like the people who have VR right now are the people who have essentially in a way, quote unquote, pioneered the room or way for VR gaming to even happen because they're interested in it. They want more immersion. And I think that's what the key is to the development of VR, is people want immersion. The more games that we get or the further into gaming development that we get, the more immersive and realistic they're becoming. That's why I think VR is still going to be prominent even like 5, 10 years from now, and it's going to be fucking taking off. um whenever I picture VR or talk about VR, I always go back to this episode of American Dad where he visits his brother-in-law or stepbrother or some shit like that on an Indian reservation for Thanksgiving to show his kids that they underappreciate everything they have. And it turns out that his stepbrother is like rich as fuck or whatever. Long story short, his son on this reservation, right, has like this whole gaming room the size of my fucking house that turns into a green screen, and he wears this suit and he becomes like the character or NPC, you know?
yeah,
In terms of that, bro, we are veering very closely to that kind of shit. Um, the I can't remember what episode it was again, but we did talk about briefly the VR treadmill. I forgot the name of it already, but you literally just
yeah, but
have
that's been around for a while. Like it's been talked about for so long.
it's been talked about for
And
so long, and it's
that's
just
what I'm trying
barely
to
being
get to.
getting into development.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to get to. Like it's not VR isn't it's not the focus of gaming right now. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not nobody's being like, okay, well, right now I'm gonna get into VR and this is like the peak of VR. It's like it's gonna like you said, a few years, but it's I wouldn't say that like PlayStation has won over Xbox in terms of the fact that they have a VR headset because like
No, yeah,
yeah, the VR
that's
headset, but it's
precisely what I
it's
said. The
also
PSVR
overpriced.
2 is not where it's at. What I'm saying, right, is that PlayStation needs to come up with something groundbreaking. Right now, PSVR 2 is not that thing because, like you said, VR isn't prominent within gaming. PSVR 2 isn't even fucking impressive because we have the Oculus and MetaQuest. We have the MetaQuest 2 available to you
Well,
by
the
$399 from Best
PSVR
Buy.
is better than the Quest because
Potato. Personally, I'd rather have a
well,
MetaQuest than a PSVR 2. Specs
Okay, well,
wise, that's
hear me out with this.
hearsay.
The PlayStation is better than the Quest because the Quest cannot run 4K right now. It can't run 4K. It can't run higher frames.
That's
Neither
fine.
can
I
the
can't play
Oculus Rift.
Vader's Immortal on fucking PlayStation VR 2, so I guess it's a win-lose.
That's not where I'm getting. That's not where I'm getting at though. But okay.
No, but that's my thing though, is that like there are so many VR headsets and so many preferences for people who already are into VR or who are looking to VR, such as myself. You know, the developments that are going into VR. I'm not saying that there are major focuses on VR, but it's going to head that way in a couple of years. PlayStation simply needs to come up with something ahead of the game, like something better in terms of VR, or fucking like okay, so like let's say, still technically on topic of this, in theory, since PlayStation is like the peripheral fucking gods, right? There's no denying that. Personally, I love their headsets. I love anything that they do in terms of coming up with accessories for their game station. Let's say that they roll with this VR thing. They improve on the tech and make PSVR 3. Let's just call it that for now, right? And that's when they come out with like a whole station sold by Sony slash PlayStation, where it's kind of like that treadmill, you know, and that's where you get into the more immersive products and the VR being more normalized, I guess, quote unquote, within the gaming industry. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it very well could. And to be honest with you, it could honestly double as a suggestion for PlayStation, because I think that would be dope. Personally, I would, as a PlayStation fanboy, right? I would love for them to stay on top of the game. And two, I would love for them to be more than just a sound company and game console company. I want to see them branch out, and if they can partner with that company and make something dope in terms of immersive VR experience, let it out.
Right.
But
Burn my hand in it.
but in terms of where they need to go and how things are happening, they have the upper hand for just a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, we also reached our time limit.
Yes, we did.
That was a very interesting debate.
Hey, man, don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning into our podcast of episode 3, season 2. Please drop a like and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for post notifications. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
Y'all have a good day. Stay legendary, alright? Alright.
Peace out.
Peace. Deuces.
Dose.
You didn't do your web thing this time.
What